Hi, I'm John Burke, and I'm the president at Trek Bicycle. A couple of weeks ago, I gave a speech in Taipei at Velo-City, and I talked about the role of the cycling industry in creating a bicycle-friendly world. Today, I just want to quickly take you through a bunch of those slides that I showed in Taipei a couple of weeks ago. We're going to go fast. Why does a bicycle-friendly world matter? There's a couple of reasons. Number one is the environment. Vehicles contribute 60 to 70% of urban air pollution. 40% of car trips are 2 miles or less. The bicycle is a simple solution for the environment. There's no question about it. If you take a look at what environmentalists are projecting over the next 100 years, the temperature of the Earth could go up 4 to 6 degrees. If that happens, it's a disaster. The bicycle can help to avoid that. What else is going on in the world? Urbanization. More and more people are living in cities. The bicycle can help in regards to urbanization and congestion. If you have fewer cars, you have more bicycles. That helps create more livable cities. What's next? The world is getting fat. It's something that America has exported to the rest of the world. The average man and woman over the past 30 years has gained over 20 pounds. There's a tsunami of healthcare costs. America passed Obamacare 6-7 years ago. 99% of the debate was about drugs, it was about medical care, insurance. None of the conversation was how do we create more healthy Americans. If they're riding bikes, they're more healthy, your healthcare costs go down. Let's talk about good news. Man, have we had a lot of wins in the bicycle world in the past 15 years. I want to share a few examples. Portland, people riding over the bridge, that's Portland 1990, Portland 2010. This is bicycle infrastructure in Portland. The amount of cyclists per day using Portland's bridges over the past 10 years, pretty amazing. You want to get blown away, look at the future, all right? That's a city that's on the move, that has a great plan. It's not just Portland. Take a look at New York City. Used to be one of the worst bicycle cities in America. Now it's one of the best. 2001, not a lot going on. Bam! 2012, bike infrastructure on the move in New York City. You got protected bike lanes, you got bike sharing, you got a lot of things happening in New York City. This graph shows that the number of cyclists in New York has tripled. Why did that happen? Boom! Jeanette Sadik-Khan, Mayor Bloomberg's head of transportation. She did an amazing job in New York City. Great group of advocates in New York. It makes a difference. New York's not the only one. Los Angeles, which is a bicycle unfriendly city, has gotten on the program. They put together an amazing master plan. What's going to happen in Los Angeles? Compared to today, to 2035, they're going to go from 50 miles of protected bike lanes to over 300. They're putting in bike sharing. Los Angeles is on the move. Washington, D.C., that's what D.C. used to look like on Pennsylvania Avenue 10 years ago. If you go to D.C., what does it look like today? There is a giant bike lane going down Pennsylvania Avenue right to the Capitol. All that stuff has happened in the last 15 years. It actually has been amazing. Take a look at America. Bicycle-friendly communities, 2007, 2016. 2007, 2016. Progress has been made. Okay, now we go to Europe. It isn't just the United States. Take a look at London. In 1990, 40,000 cyclists. Those were the number of cyclists that used to ride in central London. Today that number is up way over 150,000, it's almost 200,000 cyclists. If you take a look at bike sharing around the world, these are the number of cities worldwide that have bike sharing systems. It's exploded. It's not just on the road, it's also mountain biking, especially in the United States with IMBA, International Mountain Bike Association. Check out these numbers. In 2015, we're up to over 200 chapters, over 40,000 volunteers. We've added miles, thousands of miles of trails around the United States. All that's the good news. The opportunity is we have a long way to go. We can make a major difference. How do we get there? Thanks for asking. We barely moved the meter. This is mode share. This is taking a trip. going to your friend's house, going to the ball field, going to the store, going to the bar, going to work. How do people get there around the world? In the United States, 1.3% of people get there by taking a bike. In Holland, it's almost 25%. There is amazing opportunities around the world. What's that formula for success? I think there's 3 things you need. One is great local advocates, and there are some amazing advocates all around the world. The second is government interest. That interest, while in some areas it's high, some areas is low, that interest is growing. More and more governments are figuring out massive environmental problems, congestion, health issues. The bicycle is a cheap date. Governments are figuring it out. And the third thing you need is industry support. The people who actually provide all the product need to get involved in creating a bicycle-friendly world, and when they do, they make a massive difference. Okay, let's take a tales of 2 cities, Madison and Milwaukee. Okay, I grew up right in the middle of Madison and Milwaukee. I live in Madison today. Madison's mode share is 5.1%, 4 times the national average. Milwaukee is 1%. It's below the national average. Same state, 90 miles apart, totally different results. Why? Because Madison has twice as many miles of bike facilities than Milwaukee does. Santa Barbara and Copenhagen, let's take a look. Well, first of all, days of sunshine, Santa Barbara 283, Copenhagen 195. Mode share in Copenhagen is 26% for bikes, 6% in Santa Barbara. The reason why miles of bike facilities in Copenhagen is 248, in Santa Barbara it's 35. Santa Barbara is going to kill it, and the reason they're going to kill it is the city just passed a long-term master plan for cycling in Santa Barbara. All right, let's talk about making it happen. If you're in the bike industry, I think there's 4 keys to making it happen. These are yes/no questions, and you ought to see how does your company score on this. Number 1, is your CEO actively involved in creating a more bicycle-friendly world? That person should be. Number 2, would local and national advocacy groups say that your company supports their efforts? Call them up, have them come and visit you, buy them a Coca-Cola and a cookie and ask them, do you support their efforts? And if the answer is no, what can you do for them? How can you help them out? Could be money, could be connections, could be people in your business helping them out. That's what can really make a difference in creating a bicycle-friendly world. The third thing is your company actively engaging government organizations on the benefit of cycling? In most countries, it's a democracy, which means it's a government of the people, by the people, and for the people who show up. And you got to show up to have the government work for you. And feel good about it. You're solving environmental issues, you're solving health issues, you're solving congestion issues. We're on to number 4. Has your company taken responsibility for transforming your home city, state, or country to be more bicycle friendly? Yes or no, you can have a massive difference in your home area. At Trek, I went through this test, I actually put it together, and we went 4 for 4. The reality is on my 0 to 5 scale, Trek is operating at about a 3.75. We can do better. We got a lot of things in the hopper for 2016, 17, and 18 to double down on our advocacy efforts. I ask you to really work inside your companies, answer these 4 questions, and really double down on your efforts to create a bicycle-friendly world. 1.32. I asked the leading advocacy person what he would rate the bicycle industry in supporting advocacy efforts. He gave it a 1.32. We can do a lot better. Why should we? Take a look at that chart again. There's Holland up there at 26%, the United States at 1.34. What would happen if everybody was at 26%? It would be amazing. You'd have a significant improvement in world health. You'd have a massive decrease in global congestion. You'd have a major improvement in the environment, and the bicycle industry would be 5 times its current size. All that stuff can happen. I love this quote. I'll end with this quote. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. Don't wait around for somebody else to get the ball rolling. One person can make a difference. Get started in your company. If I can be of any help, send me an email. Let me know how I can help you out. Have a great day.